In authority section, right? Well, well, well. Hi. Almost perfect timing. We're just waiting on Mr. Baker. You know how that is. Yeah, I think you will. We're going to call the December 10th, 2024 work session to order. You've had before you a couple different things going over the agenda real quick. So approval and adoption of the November 26th regular meeting minutes and the November 26th work session minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none. We'll have presentation from the fire department on the Danny and Mary Nell Rudd Award for Firefighter of the Year. And I actually don't even know who that is, except it's probably in my packet if I read it, right? So let's see if I can peek. That's correct. That'll be good. All right. So, all right. I like that. And because it said, we canceled the December 24th city council meeting because nobody's going to be here. So if somebody does want to show up, by all means, let us know how it went.
Want to do that real quick?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
December 5th was a meeting held at the Atlanta Engineering for the airport. You guys have a copy of this at the back. It's a draft noise exposure map update. We can make more copies for you. Victor may not have those back there just yet. Attached to that will be a proposed map for 2029, as well as a current map for 2024 as far as the noise for the airplane flight patterns. Encourage y'all to look at that if you have questions. It's not a very, there's a lot of information, but it's not an overly extensive read on that. I'm also going to include two forms, 2 pages that you can make a comment if you'd like to the engineering department for the Department of Aviation for the city of Atlanta. They're trying to solicit input on that, but theoretically, there is no flight pattern that comes over the city of Morrow when you look at the maps. So some of you may have some other opinions on that. Some people say their windows rattle and such. But according to the map, no planes fly over the city of Morrow. So do look at that, and if you have any questions or anything.
I'm gonna leave my copy up here for somebody. I've got another one.
Yep, and I'll leave mine here as well.
Okay.
Did you have the other one, Victor?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have those, and I'll leave mine out here as well, if you all want to look at it.
No,
There's
theoretically,
no
it stays the
real
same.
change to their map, no ma'am. There's slight modifications of it, but when you look at it, there's no major changes. It's not, most of that goes into South Fulton and to the city of Atlanta itself. And as it extends on the approach, I think there were a couple of approach patterns that they changed because of another runway. But other than that, no major ones. Most of those impact South Fulton and DeKalb County. And you'll see the green swath that includes close to us down through Clayton County, down I-75, off to the more westerly portion of I-75, but those are supposedly only for prop planes. So takeoff landings and other patterns are north of us and east and west of us.
Mr. Baker,
Yes, ma'am.
may I ask the attorney a question?
Certainly.
What are we hearing right now?
John Lamar Stoney.
Well, he said that there's no planes that are flying over Marlow, but
I think that
Maybe
sounds
that's
like the
the
air conditioning.
air
is
conditioning.
that the air
Yeah,
conditioning?
that's the air conditioning.
They're
Okay.
on the, or Lake City, Forest Park area.
Actually, when you look at the map, there's not many in that area, but you'll see where they extend out and you can see where they come over. And there are times, where there's gonna be a full flight pattern or there's gonna be a weather issue or some other things where they're gonna have to circle. So those are not in part of the normal scheduled flight patterns, which is what I think the trick of your map is. Everything going according to plan in a perfect world, this is how they'll fly.
And the fun part of this is every single plane that takes off is logged. They know who flew it, what airline flew it, what, flight level it was in terms of elevation. And some of that is actually listed in there, which gives you a better map than a contour map. It actually shows you what they're doing, And then depending on weather, that seems to be the one. We had a really good relationship with Congressman Scott and his staff. And I know, several years back, when we really started to have a change, there was a software that was incorrectly, sent out, and it only gets updated once a month. That causes some problems, especially on Harvard Woods and some of these others. We went to bat for that, got it put back where it was supposed to be. That's not to say that on incremental weather that you're not gonna have some impacts. And you'll see it on the flight patterns, the actual flights, that, they take off and they try to turn right about as fast as they can. But that's not where they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be down Forest Parkway. And Forest Parkway until you take off, and then 675 is a corridor that they can handle. I-75 is a corridor for prop planes, but most of the ones that rattle your windows, that's not a prop plane.
I'll put the 2029 one up there for you, the proposed one.
Yep.
So it's a little bit more blown up, you can look at it.
So-
And Chief Swink can show you how to expand and contract the screen up here.
Excellent. All right, and that's our light agenda, but we do have several executive session items. We do have legal counsel here tonight, so in this case, I don't think we're gonna talk about personnel, but we will talk about real estate and legal matters affecting the city, so we can solve some things before the end of the year. And we'll be back at 7:30, so you're welcome to read 200 pages of flight patterns, and we'll go back and have a good time. Do I hear a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion probably second. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Qua?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
All right, and we will see y'all shortly. Oh, and we have amazing coffee. Temporarily adjourn the executive session. We still had one item that we wanted to finish. So kind of the way we'll do this is we'll hold our regular council meeting and go all the way through general comments. And then we go back into executive session until we got that solved. And then we'll come back out here and vote on the items that we had in executive session. You're welcome to stay through all of those if you so desire. If you will, I call to order the December 10th, 2024 regular meeting of the Morrow City Council. If you'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Approval of the minutes for the regular session of October, or November 26th, and the work session for November 26th. You've had those before you. Questions, comments, concerns? Hearing none. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I hear a second? Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Qua?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
tomorrow presentation of the Danny and Mary Nell Rudd Award Firefighter of the Year. This is a pretty big deal for us. Danny and his family was fantastic.
Well, good evening, Mayor and Council. Thanks for the opportunity. The Danny and Mary Nell Rudd Award was established in 2018 when Mr. Rudd offered a donation of $5,000 to sustain for an annual Firefighter of the Year award for 20 years. We give $250 to the winner each year. So each of the 3 shifts nominates an individual from their shift that they feel is worthy of the award, and it's based on their most previous performance evaluation, and they consider how the employees' values line up with some of the Rudd's values, including honesty, integrity, work ethic, trustworthiness, kindness, to name a few. Since the Rudd's passing, this award is just one way that helps carry on the Rudd's legacy and their commitment to the Morrow community. So at this time, I ask firefighter paramedic Kevin Contreras to come forward. So you may remember in October, I had the pleasure to speak to y'all about his, all his accolades when he got his 5-year service pin. The 5-year pin is notable, but pales in comparison to the Rudd's Award because it's voted on by his peers. So it's a big deal. As I shared last meeting in my PowerPoint, Firefighter Contreras is now Firefighter Paramedic Contreras.
Oh, congratulations.
He's one 40-hour class away from being a Firefighter 3, which he's registered for that class in February, I believe. Here's some of the things his shift wrote about him in their nomination letter. Said he's, well, I won't tell you all of it, but the stuff I can share, I will. Quick thinking, has an extensive training record, and unwavering commitment to saving lives. He's dedicated beyond responding to emergency calls. He's known for his reliability. He's loyal to his crew. He's tremendous teamwork and leadership skills, and he strives to improve his knowledge, skills, and abilities all the time. His commitment to excellence is evident in every task he undertakes. Kevin exemplifies the honesty, integrity, humility, and hard work that should define all firefighters. Kevin, Danny Rudd died, I think, about 3 weeks before you started with us. But I know you and him would hit it off because you share a lot of the same character traits that he had. So I want to congratulate you on this award. It's well deserved. And I want to give you this $250 here.
I do love kitties.
You love kitty cats like Danny did, that's right.
Thank you.
I want to thank every single one of y'all for to be here. It is a great honor to be working in the community of Morrow. I started with Clayton County Fire Emergency Service about 7 years ago. And that was my introduction to the fire service and emergency. And I never knew how much of a passion I would grow to it and the people that I've served and put a lot on the lifeline for. All the sleepless nights, all the blood, sweat, and tears, and all the long conversations with my colleagues and mentors and people that I'm now menteeing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a lot of passion that I've grown for, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity and the recognition. Thank y'all.
That's awesome. You got the department head chair, we good?
Roger, we're gonna do your PowerPoint.
Sure. If I
I
need to.
got it.
I understand I'm the only one doing one tonight.
You are, you were late, everybody else beat
Oh.
you last week.
Well, I did the pin as well. If you want to, I will.
Yeah, you can run right over real quick, that'd be good.
All right, so this is a picture of, it was taken at Veterans Day, and Captain Fleming was given a proclamation by the city for his military service. But 3 more of these guys, I believe, are also in the military, and we now have, I think it's almost 25% of our staff is former military. One of them's on active duty now and at the border. He's there until December of next year, I believe. So we've got a great group of veterans working with us now. Come on. Don't do this. Right? There we go.
Challenge.
All right, so our challenge is our floor over the fire station. The city was nice enough to try to help us get a new floor over there. After the 4th coat, we finally decided that's just not gonna work. It's got, and this is some minor damage here, it just wasn't gonna work. It's the same epoxy they put upstairs, which is working fine, but downstairs it's not working. So, starting yesterday, we started getting a new floor, and it's the luxury vinyl flooring, and I don't know if they get finished today? They're almost done. So maybe tomorrow they'll be done with that, so that's good. Thank y'all for doing that. And then our accomplishments, Megan Ball was in the same class as Kevin Contreras on the paramedic, and she also passed her paramedic exam on the first attempt. So we have 2 new paramedics. I want to point out some other folks that have gotten some classes in the last month or so. Kevin Contreras got his fire instructor, which is a 40-hour class. Gary Waller, structural fire control and interior search and rescue, which is 32 hours. And firefighter Lockett got leadership 1, 2, and 3, which is 48 hours. All of those were done on these people's off days. They go to the fire academy in Forsyth and take these classes just to better themselves and help better the department. And I'll point out, just like I did with Contreras, that paramedic was about 1,800 hours of classroom, 500 clinical hours, and took about 17 months. Firefighter Lockett has just signed up for a paramedic class that starts in January, and it's only a 9-month program, so it's very condensed and intense, so we wish him well on that. And then Chief Piper took a resiliency class at Chipstick as well, so that's what I got. Any questions?
Good job.
All right.
As I stated earlier, we're gonna go out of the regular meeting and go back into executive session, but we're gonna finish up all the agenda items so that if somebody, wanted to stay, they could. But general comments from the audience. Hello, Miss Lana. Hello, Miss Chair. Wayne? No comments?
What?
Oh, wow, this is good. Comments from the city council. Ms. Knight.
No problem.
Mr. Qua.
Congratulations, Kevin, again. Thank you.
Ms. Steen.
Other than, I love all my young people out there, my children, as I call them. I think the oldest next to,
Next to the second oldest.
to the second oldest. I can't say that, but I appreciate you all and hope to see you Friday. Right?
Okay. Ms. Wynn.
Congratulations on your award. And also that I would like to thank you, the people of Morrow, for allowing me to serve this year. And also I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Enjoy the season with your family and friends. The festivities, stay safe, don't drink and drive. Thank you.
Excellent. Now, we have the city's tree lighting.
Do?
Even Mountain Dew. Yeah, we got the Christmas tree lighting on Saturday. I promise is gonna be a pretty cool event. Hats off to the VFW for the event you had the other night. That was very well done. And for those who don't know, Post 5080 is, on schedule to hit some pretty good marks in terms of leadership and growth and things like that. So looking forward to having them in a new building and continuing on that. We were at Beauty Masters, which was doing a scholarship program later last week as well, and they gave out $150,000 worth of scholarships to high school students in Clayton County, and they're now starting to expand. So last year they were at about you know, the whole group is at about 300, about 100. This year it's 500, and it's cool. And for those who, you know, run into Connor Yu every now and then, just remember he's got to do it tomorrow next year. So, which is, it's if he keeps growing, we're not going to be able to hold it. But that was a pretty big deal, and you know, the people that were, you know, the students to be able to head them in the right direction was amazing. And Merry Christmas. We will not meet on the 24th, so each of you enjoy yourselves. You know, some good eggnog will do some of you some good, and enjoy it. And that being said, we're going to adjourn and go into executive session. I don't know how long that's going to take, but we'll come out. We will vote on the items that we have in that section, and then adjourn from there. So thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
What?
They didn't even hesitate.
Of course they didn't.
Do I hear a motion to exit executive session?
So
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight? Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
We have 4 items to vote on this evening. On item 1, related to land, do I hear a motion to approve?
moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
Item 2, related to CAM fee, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
Item 3, related to South Lake signs, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Aye.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
Item 4, related to stormwater, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Do I, all those in favor say aye. Motion properly seconded. All those in favor say aye. Ms. Knight?
Abstain.
Mr. Quah?
Aye.
Ms. Dean?
Aye.
And Ms. Wynn?
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, and that's it. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Meeting adjourned.